Hey everybody, it's Heiden, and I'm back with the Hellsen versus Heiden campaign. This is February 3rd, 1942. So, a couple things I'm worried about. Ooh, grabbed a free base in the Philippines. I'm worried about Australia and the submarines, and I'm worried about B-17s in, where is this it? India, the four-engine bombers. So those are my two main areas of concern. India four-engine bomber attacks, and of course, all those subs near Milne Bay. Milne Milne Bay. Right, so we're landing at Miri. I figured now's the time to do it. He has almost nothing there. So we come ashore with a naval guard unit and an aviation support unit. And we continue to land at Palembang. So the Takao takes one hit and this cargo ship takes one hit, but it's just 75mm guns that are doing the damage, and these don't do much damage, so I'm not worried about this at all. Okay. So far, so good. Should be some mines being swept here at Palembang. Not a lot of mines are being destroyed here, so it's leading me to believe that there's not a lot of mines here to begin with. Yeah, I'm not sure how many more he's got there, but it doesn't seem like a lot so far. All right, so looks like he's sending out some PT boats here. He's unleashing the hounds on us. Um, I not quite sure how this is gonna go. I think he's had these guys waiting here for a while, and he's finally unleashing them on us. Let's see what comes of this. I'm hoping that these big guns that we've got in the task force are gonna kind of deal with this. Ah, there we go. Here comes the torpedoes. And an airplane sound. I don't really know what that's about. Looks like he was waiting to do this whole time. Okay, well, there goes one cargo ship. It's not ideal. Wow, look at that. We're shooting machine guns at each other now. Wow. 50 caliber machine guns are causing my ships to catch on fire. That's great. It's kind of nonsense. I find it hard to believe that a single 50 caliber machine gun is going to destroy a cargo ship like this. A single one. It should be nice if like these big ships over here, the Kashi, the Sendai, Atago, would try to shoot at these things. That'd be nice. These guys are literally shooting anti-aircraft guns at each other. Oh man, come on. Man, you gotta love this nonsense. This PT boat nonsense that the Allies get to do. And he gets to keep them just so I can't hurt him until he gets to spawn them and drop them in a task force. And I have nothing I can do to stop it. That sucks. Oh, now you want to fire. Better late than never, man. Alright, that was frustrating to say the least. So one cargo ship sinks here. We put some shell holes into this guy, but not a good trade at all. All these big ships did absolutely nothing for us here. Ugh. Oh, and another one. So he's unleashing nothing but these stupid... oh, it's the same one. Okay. Another task force thing. Let's just kind of get through this quickly because this is obnoxious. I hate it. All right, that went a bit better for us. Okay. Kind of glad I wish I'd watched it now because this went good. We sunk all four, and we took no hits that time. Much better. Oh, different task force too. See that? It was a different task force. This one led by Takao. All right, so it looks like we sunk four of his PT boats, and it cost us at least one cargo ship so far. But bottom line is we have to land here. We have to take this place. So there's going to be losses, I guess. It could have been a lot worse so far. You know what I mean? Like, I'm invading Palembang, and it's cost me one ship so far. It's not that bad. Okay. Oh, here we go. Guys, get ready. It's getting to get wild at Fiji here. Okay, Miri. Back to Miri. And Brunei. We're landing at Brunei now. Okay, this ship takes another shell hit here. It's already damaged, so hopefully it doesn't make it too much worse. Okay, so now we're landing on the island of Flores, and check it out, more landings on Fiji. In case you guys haven't figured it out now, we are invading Fiji, and we're going in heavy and strong. This is Operation Foxtrot. Let me present to you Operation Foxtrot. So far, so good. We're just landing everywhere, aren't we? And another on Flores. Brunei. Oh, 40mm Bofors. I didn't even know he had those here. And more minesweeping. Hopefully this will be the end of the mines at Palembang today. We've been very lucky we haven't hit any yet. Yeah. I need to keep my mouth shut. I just said I'm really lucky, you know, we hit a mine the second I said that. It's great. Oh, our favorite PT boats. Hopefully we can do a little better here. Yep, everybody no longer has the will to fight. Okay, air operations. Oh, that's great. A lot of canceled missions today. Okay, so looks like we are going in for concrete today. It does not appear he's protecting it. So this should be hopefully some decent hits on the resources, or the weather's not great. Yep, look at that. The moderate rain really threw off your accuracy today, so only 7 hits on Clonkery. Okay, going in for another bombing raid on Bandung, which is his major bastion here on Java. Really awesome hits on the airfield here. Bombing some of these partisan units here in China, just try to slow them down. Trying to keep them off the rail lines. Good hits on Kukong this turn, and supply hits are always what we want. Yeah, good. Let's bleed him dry. Okay, bombing, and again, I'm targeting the troops. I'm targeting the troops in Palembang this turn, because I want to try to soften them up for a ground assault. Hmm. 4th Chinese B Corps, that's all he's got here? Alright, and I am going to bomb here because I do intend to come across the river today. This bad weather is really killing it for me at Palembang. A lot of airbase supply hits at Kukong today. Yeah, probably about 10 of these now, which is exactly what we want. Well, this is not going to be pretty, guys. You can bet. Probably going to take some losses from these. Or not. Maybe not. Oh, cool. Our AA actually shot something down for once. So he has some Vincent bombers here on Suva. I don't think these are going to do much, but let's see. Let's see. Oh, wow. Okay. Good hit. Good hit. A single 500-pound bomb hits the AMC Congo Maru. I didn't think they'd even score any hits. I didn't realize those Singapores could even carry that kind of ordnance. Well, I'm pretty well, there. So much for that one. I can't believe 50 caliber machine guns sank one of my ships. That's stupid. Well, we may have to endure some more bombing at Suva. Aha! I see a sub here. See that? Hopefully we can deal with this a little bit better. Alright, so these Vincents are really getting chewed up by flak. I didn't realize they must be really slow. Alright, and these guys hit us before. Let's see if they can do it again. Yep, wow! Oh, man, that sucks. Alright, well, once again, they hit us with more bombs. Dang it. Costly day for ships. Now we get to see how the ground war goes. Man, still got mines at Palembang. I figured we would have got them all by now. Alright, so we got more stuff landing here at Nadi, but as you can see here, he's got almost nothing defending it. Alright, coming ashore here with quite a few infantry regiments. Okay, this is a shock attack on the road connecting Kianko to Chungking. I think this is going to be pretty open and shut. And both units fully surrender. And there we go. 2 units wiped off the map. And we own the entire Chungking central part. Okay, now I'm bombarding here. I want to just kind of see how things are looking. I feel like maybe, this will give us a good idea of what he's got here. Nice. Ooh, that was a good one. So he's down to 2100 AV here. And our bombardment actually got a few good chunks out of him. Cool. And a bombardment attack here because I'm trying to see what this is. This is 100 Chinese corps. And in Palembang, our deliberate attack starts now. No idea how this is going to go. I don't know what kind of fort level he has here, so I don't necessarily think we're going to take it in one turn. But let's run it and see what we get. Okay. Fort level 2. Brought it down to 1. I like that. No, that's good. No, that's actually really good. Okay, so day 1 at Palembang. Fort level 2 down to fort level 1. We basically got about half of his total AV with this. And I think one more day we should have it. No, that was really good. Okay, I'm happy with that. And the Medan coastal battery is no more. Okay, day 3 in the shock attacks here at Tayun. I would really love it if we could take these guys out for good. They literally have no AV. Ah, you gotta be kidding me. How are they still alive? I can't. Well, I mean, they gotta have like nothing left here. You have 4 AV, but you lose 15 squads. Show me the math on that. How does that work? Whatever. Mm. Oh, that's nice. Let's retreat back onto our rail line that I've been trying to keep open. Man, these partisans are the worst part of this China thing. Alright, now the Allies are bombarding us at Palembang, but they've got like nothing. Although they hurt us pretty good there. 78 to 332. I think we'll have them next turn. Okay. This is a parachute attack on Asansol. And I did this to block off the Allies from having an escape route this way. Nice. 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 Good. Good bases expansions here. All right, good turn. Some unfortunate ship losses here, but I don't know that I could have really avoided them too much. Oops. Need to fix that. All right, not the worst turn ever. We'll take a look at the numbers now. Well, in case you guys didn't figure it out yet, Operation Foxtrot is the invasion of Fiji and all of its surrounding islands, and it's in full swing. But we'll take a look at everything else that happened, and we'll end on this one. All right. Let's take a look here. Starting with aircraft losses today, we actually got ahead of them a little bit. We shot down 4 Vincents, all due to flak. And then we lost a Talia, an Oscar, an Ann, and he lost a Hudson 3, which I assume he's using for ASW work. That's what most people do. Of those 3 aircraft that we lost, looks like 1 killed pilot and 2 that made it out okay. Looking at the Army loss points for this turn, 33 for the Allies and none for me. 16 strat points today. Quite an unimpressive number, but that's what we did. So ship sunk. Not so great today. We lost one of our DMSs. These are destroyer minesweepers. It hit a mine just as I was saying, man, I'm surprised we haven't hit any mines yet. This was kind of a joke. It wasn't this coastal defense gun that finished it off. It was a bunch of 50 caliber bullets from a PT boat. Kind of nonsense that a ship that has 6,400 tons can be sunk by stupid 50 caliber bullets. Kind of dumb. And then this, a little more believable, sunk by torpedoes from the PT boat. Again, these are actually pretty decent cargo ships, so I hate to lose use and ends, but it is what it is. All right, and then of course we took out 4 PT boats, but I'm not particularly impressed with that. They put up a heck of a fight. All right. For the turn, we gained 35 points, but the win ratio actually dropped to 2.745, and I'll show you why. It's not because of the points we made, it was because of the points that he made. So if we take a look at tracker, let's look at victory points. Take a look at this right here. This is where he got his points from. Okay, between sinking the ships and these points, he actually gained quite a bit for his point total, which messes with the ratio. So if we come take a look at this, you'll see that last turn he only had 6187. Now he's got 6272, and I only went up 35 point gain, and that actually is not enough to keep up with the ratio. So the ratio dropped, but that's primarily because he upgraded some bases, I assume. So we should be able to get that back on track next turn when we gain some more points, because I'm pretty sure we're going to gain a lot of points next turn. We'll talk about that. All right, so we'll take a look at Combat Reporter. I'd see, here's the minesweeping we've done, and here's where we hit. This is where it's been kind of a rough going of it, guys. I didn't realize it, but my destroyer minesweepers have actually been getting shot up quite a bit by his coastal defense guns doing this minesweeping. So much so that most of these are actually damaged beyond being able to stay. I'll show you that in a minute. So all my destroyer minesweepers are getting shot at while they're doing the minesweeping. So we cleared about almost 200 mines today, but really eating a lot of shells doing it. On the ground, again, this allied unit continues to hang on. I don't understand it. It's the third shock attack they've taken with these kind of assault odds, and yet they continue to hold on. So we're just gonna keep attacking him until there's nothing left. He can't hang on much longer than that. Palembang. This went pretty good, actually. We got 3-1 casualties. Disabled a significant amount of his AV. So much so that I think we should be able to take it next turn. So I think we'll have Palembang in a turn, and then we'll have to see what the Gary Grigsby gods do for us there as far as how much base damage we're going to inherit. We captured this base via parachute attack in north of Calcutta. And this did some partisan cleanup work in China. And right here, of course, is where we captured the crossroads that connects Chungking to basically Lanchow. So actually, we probably actually didn't block the oil because he can get around it. Never mind, we didn't do that yet. And then defeated this coastal defense battery on Sumatra, and now we can continue driving down Sumatra here. I'll show you that in a minute. Amphibious landings, obviously quite a bit of those going on. But the big one's going to be here at Nadi. Air attacks. The only thing that I see that I really want to mention today was the Allied counterattacks at Nadi. So this is everything he's got. All he's got are these Vincents and these Singapores. And Singapore's actually did a number on us today. Put 2 bombs into some ships, the Congo Maru and the Sakito Maru. And I'll show you the damage when we get to Fiji. But it looks like we basically shot down all the Vincents that were there, so I don't have to worry about that. SIGINT. Okay, we got radio transmissions at Lucknow, which is in India. Multan, which is in India. Newcastle, which is north of Sydney. Charleville, Australia. And here, look at this. Radio traffic at 157.86. And if we take a look over here, I believe that to be 157. $157.186. So it appears that his convoys are now heading straight for New Zealand. So I'm wondering if I may need to. I'm having a hard time finding a shipping, guys. I've been getting radio transmissions all through here, and now this is another one. So there's a ship here or more, and to me it looks like he's aiming for New Zealand. So trying to stand out to sea to find these guys isn't working out, so I may have to bring the subs into a ring around New Zealand to try to intercept them coming in, because that's the best I'm probably going to be able to do here with this. All right, quickly looking at the ops report. So intel, a lot going on here today. Nagasaki is up to size 6 airfield. Tungu, size 2. That's us. Diamond Harbor, size 2. Karachi, port 6. That's not good. That's allied. And in Canberra, size 4. That's not good. These are where he's getting some base upgrade points from. And in Onderhan, wherever that is, I have no idea where that's at. It's a size 5. Where's Onderhan? Let's look that up. So if I go to the base tab and we look at all bases, it's a OND. Never heard of that base. Onderhan. Weird. Ondorhan. Alright, well, that's a Soviet base, and it's now size 5, whatever. Okay, Japanese tab. We captured Asansol, which is in sounds like another bad word, doesn't it? Just north of Calcutta, and I did this to block a retreat path. I'll show you that later. And then Naga, which is on the Philippines. We'll grab that base. Might as well just get the points, right? Alright. Take a look at the sub tab. I did notice this. One of our subs is hit, the I-123, and that's over here near Colombo. And unfortunately, it's a legitimate hit. I-123 took a 250-pound bomb, so we need to get that guy out of here now. Hopefully I can recover this sub, because it's one of my better ones, and I would like to save it. So we're going to get that thing out of here and back to probably the, Singapore for dockyard repair. And then finally, look at this, man. This has just been a bad day for ships. I've never seen this before. Unload. AK Tosamaru hits underwater rocks while attempting to unload at Brunei. Look at this. This sucks. Where are we at? Brunei. Look at the damage on this thing. It's completely trashed. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to get it back. And it's another Hellsen cargo ship. So I'm going to start bringing it back to Singapore, but I have no idea if it's going to make it or not. That's a lot of flotation damage. System damage is good, but I just don't see us being able to keep this thing afloat. So we're probably going to lose this ship too. And that sucks. Hitting rocks, man. Come on. Ugh. Alright. That's it for Combat Reporter. Let's go around the map. Okay, West Coast is good. At Pearl, it looks like he's got some PT boats and the like hanging out in the port. That's not much we can do with that. Quiet all through here. Home Islands is looking good. Manchukuo's looking good. In China, next turn we're going to have another attack here. We try to break through, and once we break through, we're going to push up forward towards the Yan'an. All right, and then we're also going to be engaging these guys next turn. More partisan clearing. Next turn we engage here, so 3 partisan clearing activities next turn. Looking forward to getting some of those guys off my rail lines. In the meantime, we continue pushing this way. About 3 turns will be able to attack here, and then we're going to push up towards Yunnan in this direction, and also push up this way. We'll meet, garrison the place, and continue back to rejoin the fight over here. Alright, so one thing I noticed here, looking at the map, is I've got some recon on this base here, Tian Shui, and I notice he has what appears to me to be an understrength core here. So I'm going to start moving a couple more troops into this base here, and I'm going to attempt to cross and engage him here. We could also try to do it here, but I think he might be even weaker here, so I'm going to send more troops up to this way to try to break through at 2 places, here and here. Looks like a 3rd unit has now gotten into Kungchang. So we have a total of 700 assault value here. While I don't think that's enough to take the base, I think it might be enough for us to get ready to attack here within a couple turns. We've got these troops moving in right now, which is another 500, bringing some artillery as well. So between this, so that's 545 and 700, so about 1250. And then we have another division coming up. I think we're going to be able to get a breakthrough going here soon, because I don't believe these units are very powerful. But we'll try it out. We're going to bombard once I get this artillery into the hex, and then we'll see what he's got, and we'll go from there. But we will try to break through in two places. Here, plan A, and here is plan B. And either way, that will cut the fuel to the rest of China, and that basically leaves him with no fuel, and heavy industry will dry up. We broke through here at this hex, and we eliminated the units that were there. So now we have a choice to make. What direction do we go? Do we head up this way? Do we head this way? Do we head into Chungking right now? One thing I'm noticing is that I see a move arrow right here at Kianko, and he appears to be moving towards Changtu, and I know why he's doing it. If you look at Changtu, it's actually a very major industrial center for the Chinese. And quite honestly, I'd like to beat him there. And the road system is better. It's in our favor because we have major roads all the way into Changtu. He's got secondary roads, right? So if we get into a race here, we should beat him into Changtu. And I think we want to do that because this is the second most important base in all of China, in my opinion, because it is the secondary headquarters, if you will, national capital of China, and it has a substantial amount of resource and supply production. So if we can get these divisions up in here to potentially stop this industry and hold this base, I think I'd like to do that. So I'm probably going to head that direction, but we'll see. In the meantime, I do want to bomb these troops to slow them down. Alright, taking a look a little further south, we do know that his 100th Corps is here. So I'm going to wait for these guys to build up some more supplies. Actually, you know what? I think we're going to go ahead and deliberate attack here next turn. Let's give that a shot and see what we get out of it. I would love to be able to disrupt these guys. We should have about a 3-to-1 advantage. And it's only ×2 terrain. I'll probably send a couple bombers here to disrupt them as well, but I'd like to break this unit up a little bit. And then over here at Nanning, looking good. We have... what do we have here? Yeah, this is what we got. Working on the airfield now, and fortifications are now size 3, so he's definitely not getting in here. That's it for China for now. All the actions up here. You know, I'd say we're doing all right. Okay, Burma. Burma's also looking really good. I've got the bulk of my troops heading now towards Lashio, which I'm looking forward to getting into a war of attrition with him here. Also have my armor in Shuebo. Shuebo, I love the name of that place, Shuebo. Once I take this, we're going to continue taking bases. Taking this one, taking this one, and this one. And maybe come in behind and surround Lashio from the other side. Or actually, I don't want to do that. I don't want to surround Lashio because I want there to be open supply lines. So every time we bombard here and need counter batteries, it's going to have to draw supply out of China to keep these guys in supply. So I actually don't want to get behind them. I want them to retreat. If we attack Lashio and dislodge these guys, I want them to actually fall back into China. I don't want them to get stuck here and put up more of a fight. Okay, let's talk about India now. So we finally got this unit here, and now they're going to start coming down this way to flank while these guys come this way. And once we get through this hex, we can easily get in here and take Lido all the way down to Imphal, and then that basically seals the deal for Burma, which it's already basically sealed, but I kind of want these bases secured, and then we're done with dealing with all this stuff. Alright, a lot of activity here near Jamshedpur. I have armor in this hex for these guys. Unfortunately, it looks like a lot of them got out of here. 2 units there, 3 units there. We did manage to catch up to these guys here. So next turn, these guys will be deliberate attacking. And I'm going to bomb them to make sure they don't leave the hex. And then from there, I'll be able to kill them. Well, I captured this base to help slow him down, to give us time to catch up to these guys. So they're going to have to shock attack across this point if they want to continue out of here. But I think I'll be able to kill them. One issue that I am still having at this point is I am not getting a good supply flow to Bezwada. It's been 3 days now and we still don't have supply moving. I suspect it's because of all the partisan attacks that we had due to our garrison issues. But I've resolved all those garrison issues now, so I'm hoping by next turn Bezwada gets a very big delivery of, that supply stuff. Because I need it before we can press on for either Hyderabad or Madras. I need supply here. But things are going okay in India. I just need to get more troops here now and more supply. Okay, looking at Sumatra, this is going quite well. My troops are now on the way down this way to start taking all these other bases. We're just going to go down this road and cascade, grab all these bases. We just now got into Tanjung Balai, so I'm going to put these guys on deliberate attack. And then we will have that base. That's worth 10 points. That's worth 2. Yeah, looking good here. These guys are completely broken and a big mess. They're sitting in ×3 terrain, and I'm inclined to let them sit there and rot away because they really have no supply and no real capability of doing anything at all. So they're going to start having issues with attrition, where they just start dissolving due to lack of supply, and that's fine with me. These Dutch units can sit here and just evaporate. Okay, Palembang. Palembang went pretty good for us, other than the ships that we lost due to these stupid PT boats and my... Check this out. My stupid DMSs are getting shot the heck up here by coastal defense guns, and I wasn't paying attention to that. This guy got hit by a coastal defense gun, and these guys all got hit as well. So I'm sending all these guys out of here now, back to Singapore. I don't really need any more ships here. See, they're all empty, right? So we're all heading back to Singapore next turn. No need for any of these ships to be here. We have 6,000 supplies, which is all we need. And you saw the combat resolution here. These guys are badly weakened. I really thought that he would have put up more of a fight, but I guess he elected not to repair the damage to the base by putting these guys on rest mode. But when you do that, they don't build forts either. So he wanted me to inherit a damaged base, but it also meant he couldn't build forts. So that's why we're able to get done what we're getting done here in Palembang. Next turn we should have it. Okay, on Java, not much more to report. We're continuing moving towards Tajilat. Nice and slow, taking each base as it comes, and then eventually we'll get these guys holed up in Bandung. Alright, so we just landed. We're in Miri now and Brunei, so these guys are both going to be a deliberate attacking next turn, and hopefully they can take it. I may want to send some bombers to help kind of soften them up to make sure we don't have any issues, but I doubt that we will. I'm pretty sure these troops are basically support troops with very little, if any, AV. So we're looking at having Brunei and Miri set up in our possession by next turn. We're also moving on Balikpapan. We're going to need, let's see, 4 days, 4 turns, and we'll be shock attacking in here, and I think it'll fall in 1 turn. Looking at the Philippines, status quo, nothing happening. But if you take a look here, enemy subs right there, and I also see an enemy sub right here. So what I think has been happening is he's been running his subs back and forth from Tarakan and bringing in supply into Bataan to keep these guys all supplied. So I think that's what's been going on here. So once we take all these bases on Borneo, his subs are basically going to have nowhere to operate, and they're going to have to leave. So I, I need to get this done now because he's bringing supplies into the Philippines via sub, and it's from these bases up here. I've got armor working their way down like towards Legazpi. Hopefully we can pick up a couple of these other bases due to proximity, and then I'll tell these guys to head back to Manila, and we just kind of wait it out there. Same thing on Mindanao, nothing happening at all. All right, Australia. We had a bombing attack on Cloncree. Unfortunately, it yielded almost nothing, and it did let us see that he's definitely not protecting it right now, but that doesn't mean that at any point he can't cap trap us here. He could easily try to cap trap us on any turn because he's got open rail lines all the way from Brisbane up to Cloncree. So any damaged aircraft he has, he can just rail them down. So I'm going to just sporadically attack Cloncree and not do it on any kind of scheduled basis. And I think next turn what we're going to do is take our Bettys and Nells and put them back on ASW for a bit and see if we can clear out some of these subs over here. I've got a bunch of awesome ASW pilots just ready to go back to work here. So I'll throw them in these aircraft and see if we can destroy some of these subs over here. We definitely sank one over the last few turns due to these aircraft. So I'm sure we could break these guys up pretty good as well. And what I'll do is I'll probably do something like this, where we go to, and not with these pilots, I need to swap them out. But we'll do something like this. ASW patrol, probably go like 80, bring it down to 1,000 feet. And we'll do max range of 17, which ASW runs half of that. Let's see what that looks like. And I'm going to put some search arcs on here because I know exactly where his subs are and what I want to do with them. Check this out. Ready? So our ASW can get as basically this far from Cooktown. And that would be really nice. Let's see if we can push out a little further even. If we went to max range. Let's see what that would look like. Show arcs. Nope, it won't go any further. That's fine. It does half the normal range, it looks like, which is fine. I know he's got a lot of subs in here because we saw them, so we'll try that. I also think I'll relocate one Nell unit to Port Moresby and have them do it from this direction, the same way, and see if we can clear these dang subs out of here. And that's how we're going to be unpredictable for him and keep him from knowing what we're doing, right? We're going to be flying ASW one day, naval search the next, possibly even going back to Cloncree, back and forth. He's not going to be able to keep up with this, so. And then we take a look at the base damage. It's all repaired, and we're back to working on the port and the fortifications. Okay, let's take a look at Operation Foxtrot. So this is the big secret that I've been keeping under wraps for a couple weeks now. It's the invasion of Fiji, and so far it looks really good. We've landed 2 infantry regiments and a naval and an aviation company. We're going to put these guys on deliberate. These guys are going to be on defend. And I anticipate these guys will fold up like a suitcase. And then we'll find out what he's got in Suva. My guess is that he's got the New Zealand brigade there, which is fine. Because in addition to those regiments, I brought a whole division. This is a home island division, right? And we're going to unload as well. Now, I would prefer not to unload at a contested base. However, I know for a fact he's got basically no coastal defense guns or anything, so the actual casualties we take here should be quite minimal as far as getting shot at. So we're going to take some losses unloading, but we're basically coming in with 600 AV, which I think is more than enough to take Suva out. And we're doing this pretty early on. It's what? February 4th, so he hasn't had enough time to build up a lot of fortifications and such. And we know what kind of aircraft he's got here because he's only used a few. So either way, this is looking pretty good. And also, in addition to that, you see all these little small task forces. I'm moving to take all these bases. So The only concern that I have doing this is that he's probably got PBYs at Pago, and they're going to be flying naval strike missions on all these ships. So I need to be very careful over the next few turns that I don't lose too many ships out here um, landing these troops, because that's definitely a concern for me. But yeah, I would imagine within a week, 7 turns, we should have all of this Fijian island chain under our control. And then we'll figure out what we want to do next. Yeah, you didn't see anything there. A couple things I am a little concerned about, though, is we have submarines. So we need to be very careful with that. It's definitely looking like he's sending subs towards our invasion fleet here. So we need to be on the lookout. Anyway, that's it for this turn. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Tell me what you think about the invasion of Fiji. Do you think it's a good idea or not? Well, I'll tell you what. It's definitely worth a lot of points. That'd be a pretty gnarly point swing in our favor. And we also will kill probably about 100 points of troops here, all said and done. So that makes it worth it to me as well. Then what I need to make sure is that we don't lose too many ships doing it. Quickly, I'll show you the ships that we did have damage to. The Sakito Maru took a bomb. It's currently on fire, but yeah, we actually need to unload that supply to get the fire out. And there was also an AMC Congo Maru. This guy tanked a 500-pound bomb, and it basically bounced off and did nothing to it. So I thought the damage would be a bit worse than that, but it wasn't. So good for me. Anyway, that's all I got. Hope you guys are enjoying it. I'm glad Hellsen's picked up the pace a little bit. He's probably off from work, so we'll take advantage of that and get some turns done. I'll catch you guys on the next one.